Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another one of my videos. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. I appreciate you stopping in and I hope that you enjoy your stay. If you are a returning subscriber, I hope that you've been enjoying the content that I post. In today's video, I am going to be watching the Teyvet chapter interlude teaser, The God's Limit, that Genshin Impact had posted a day ago on their YouTube channel, and this one piqued my interest. As you can see from the beginning of this video, it is a different art style than we usually get, so I'm excited. I've seen this all over my For You page on YouTube, and I already posted yesterday, so once I saw it, it was a little late to go and do that. So I was like, today I'm going to watching and reacting to this teaser. The thumbnail for this video looked absolutely good. Like, the character that was on the thumbnail. I had no idea that there was going to be a video like this, and when I saw it, I got excited. I love watching stuff like this, and the art style looks more like, on a canvas, watercolor. It's like a watercolored animation. It looks like it's out of a painting that's been animated. That's how I should say. An animated painting. That's what it looks like to me. So I'm super excited to watch this. 8 minutes. We'll see how good it is. So I'm excited. But before we get into today's video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can see more amazing content that I post specifically for you guys. And without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. It's really pretty.
This world has always been so. Life abides no reason, for none are born by their own consent. Death abides no reason, for it cannot be defied, even by those who see it coming. Time abides no reason, for it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed. Space abides no reason.
There's one at the beginning when we start Genshin Impact. What is happening?
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that.
The beer... No. This looks more like 𝓷𝓸𝓳𝓸𝓃's doing.
Back to regular.
Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space. I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
The girl at the beginning.
You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement. Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval. My dear 𝓷𝓸𝓳𝓸, you have my respect, Naberius. Your nagging is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
And you, 𝓓𝓸𝓳𝓳𝓂, why did you bestow history upon them?
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not? After all, it's clear that 𝐤𝐴𝑠modee is not here.
Well, perhaps you could share your input a little earlier next time. But you're right, there's no trace of 𝐤𝐴𝑠modee here. Where has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the heavenly principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
What if she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than good. Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
Renova, do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far? I remember those eyes. It was just before I placed the curse of immortality.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure that working for the 𝓤𝓷𝓳𝓂 has helped him let go of his past obsessions.
The 𝓷𝓳𝓵. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
The heavenly principles have yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either. My dear 𝓷𝓵daughter, you know I cannot allow you to think that way. It was purely hypothetical, Naberius.
For lack of a direct order, I say it's time we intervened. Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing. Hence the origin and meaning of visions. People have always yearned for the gaze of the gods. And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution. And what of it? Lives will be lost, a nation brought to ruins. So be it. It is nothing I have not endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods, So tell me, what is the price of killing a god? The god stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the 𝓤𝓷𝓳𝓸🂂 says this. Behold.
Oh, there it is.
Even the gods have their limits.
There it is, the thing we always see in the sky. Oh my gosh.
Inspection over. Return to your posts.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from 𝓷𝓸𝓃, whatever it takes.
Oh my gosh. That was right. That was her, wasn't it? The one that works for the 𝐓𝐴𝐻𝐻 now? One of the Harbingers? That was her. Oh my gosh. This, I was not expecting at the beginning of what happened. First of all, you got the old lady who somehow, after telling this whole story to the others, like, crazy stuff goes down. But they were talking about the god that when we first log into Genshin Impact, you know, the interlude, the opening intro to us, where we choose if we want Aether or Lumine. They were talking about that and how they split those two up. That, like, they were pretty much talking about her through the whole thing, the three other gods, and then at the last minute, of course, we had to see 𝐶ELESTIA. The thing we always see up in the sky floating there. This was very, very interesting. There was a lot of areas that were very interesting that you've never seen before in Genshin Impact in this tiny little thing. But what caught me was this. This area. It looks very interesting. It would, after we finish all of this, I wonder, because the next thing, because we finished Datlan. And I'm wondering if because we're going next to 𝐶𝐻𝐼𝐻, so I'm wondering if after 𝐶𝐻𝐼𝐻 is going to be something about the gods or something. That would be interesting. The three of them were actually really pretty. I was not expecting them to all look like they're them, and they're the ones gathered up at 𝐶ELESTIA. Like, they're just there. I don't. And then they were also talking about one of them not showing up, and I'm wondering if it's her, and that she's turned forces, so that she's now. I can't even say if it's good or bad, because let's just say she turned forces and is against them, and she did not show up, and they said that they have never missed a meeting with each other, and that she did not show up. So, wondering what she was doing while that was going on. Definitely was not expecting all of this to be together. First of all, you had the interesting animation at the beginning of like a watercolor painting, and then it goes into this kind of animation that we usually get in trailers. And then, of course, we had to see, it gets to it, we had to see her at the beginning of the Genshin Impact story. And then it goes into watercolor again, and then it goes into the animation, actual animation. Man, I was not expecting this little from right here, from this part all the way until this part. I was not expecting any of that to happen, and I was shocked. the rest of it was really, really, really good. I enjoyed watching this, and definitely wasn't expecting what happened at the first part. My mouth was open from that, and I just thought to myself, wow. That's all, wow. So, super interesting, I could say the least. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!